Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, we have a great show lined up for you today. As you can see, we have women who are rising up and building a legacy. How are you all today? All right, I know y'all have those mics muted over there, but listen, we're encouraging you all to share today's broadcast with your friends, your coworkers, all kinds of people. Let people know that we're going to be talking about the importance of building a legacy. And we have 6 women that are going to be discussing this with us today. And when you're ready, I'm Anasha back in the back. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and I'll pull you right into the screen as well. Okay. All right, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I see you. All right, I'm Anasha. And just pull your camera up a little teeny bit and we're going to be rocking and rolling. All right. I am going to start just by introducing everyone to you. And when I do introduce you, ladies, if you would just tell us even more about yourself and be able to share with us just a little bit about your chapter. So let me start with, I'll start over here with Miss Alicia. I think that's a place we'll start. How are you today, Alicia?
Good morning. I had to unmute. Good morning. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you so much for accepting the opportunity to be here. I appreciate it. So today we're talking with several authors, and you're going to hear more from one of the primary author that pulled this entire anthology, this project together. But I want to start first with Alicia Corey. She's a former Mrs. Elite U.S. Woman of Achievement. Alicia Corey's mission is to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain audiences as the audacious confidence growth expert. She produces and hosts a podcast, Leading with Audacious Confidence, and live web show, Small Business Saturday Shout Out. Alicia is an author, dynamic speaker, and actor. Welcome.
Thank you so much. My chapter, you were saying earlier, is all about confidence and how I lacked so much, and I wasn't even aware that I lacked confidence. You know, I didn't even have awareness that I was not being confident or I didn't have confidence. And so that in itself is a journey in discovering that awareness for yourself. So since then, yes, I help people build their own confidence. One of my favorite quotes from Albert Einstein is, "Everyone's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking it's stupid." Wow. And so I am here to pull that genius out of you and put you in the right environment so you can shine and succeed and let your genius just blossom and grow. So that's why I'm the audacious confidence growth expert.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait to read your chapter. So I'm so excited about it. And this is how you are building a legacy for others, is by teaching people how to be more confident.
Absolutely. And also working within companies in helping not just individuals find that, but also in teams. How do teams become more synergistic, rely on each other's strengths to get things done faster and have better results? So it's not just individually building a legacy within individuals, but also companies to give them better results in what they're doing.
That's really good. Now, how can people stay connected with you? I have your information here. Tell people how they can
Yeah.
stay connected.
So if you go to alicia360.com, all my social media platforms are listed there. You can connect with me there. My website is there. You can WhatsApp me, you can text me, you can email me. Everything is on that site to get connected with me. And if you go to audaciousconfidence.com, which is also on that 360, you can download my 7 steps to audacious confidence on that as well.
Oh, that's really awesome. Can you tell us? I know you have 7 steps, but could you at least reveal like 2 or 3 right here?
Sure, absolutely. So the first step is always to know yourself and love yourself. So you really need to understand and become aware of not just who you are and your strengths, but also your blind spots, because that understanding your blind spots is huge. So know yourself and love yourself. That's the next part. We don't love ourselves enough. There are things about me I don't like.
Right.
And that's okay. You can not like certain things about you and choose to change those things, but you need to love yourself. And I'm actually launching a campaign about love yourself, love myself, love my body, love myself this year. And then another step, which I love, is your tags. What are your talents, your assets, your gifts, and your skills? What are those things that you've been tagged with from birth? You need to understand those things, and you need to catalog and curate all those things so that at any moment you can pull one of those talents or assets or gifts or skills to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And a third step I'm going to share with you is your alter ego. And I'll let you go dig a little bit deeper into that one yourself.
Yeah, the alter ego. Yeah, I'm excited about that one too, because I think we all have an alter ego, right? And I don't know if you're going to reveal any component of yours, but we do it. It's something that it's like, it's time to kick it in. And I saw a picture. Let me pull myself back over here for a second. I saw a picture with you on your cover, and I was like, yes, I saw it. It's Wonder Woman. So I was like, I had to zoom in. I was like, no, she did not. She is Wonder Woman.
Of course, your alter ego, you got to pull it out every now and then. And actually, the alter ego isn't my Wonder Woman, although I love Wonder Woman. My alter ego was the beauty queen, and it became realized for 2020. So I embodied my alter ego fully. So your alter ego is really you, but that you that you hide from everybody else, that you're afraid to let shine. So we're going to pull that out of you so that alter ego becomes you. Actually, Cary Grant had said, I pretended to be who I wanted to be until he became me or I became him. You know, so it's the alter ego is a part of you. It's not something outside of yourself.
Wow, that's so good. I actually read the book, The Alter Ego Effect, and all of my children have read it. So we all have different type of alter ego. And I won't reveal every detail, but some of mine consist of like a little bit of the Oprah vibe, and then Michelle Obama and my mama. As it's a certain thing that I do and say, and then I put a little bit of Angela Bassett at the end too. But I was like, okay, mainly Oprah, Michelle, and my mom, First Lady Michelle Obama. Anyway, so I definitely work with the whole alter ego theory. Does anybody else have any alter egos or things that help build your confidence on the panel? Anybody want to unmute and say something? No, everybody like, no, we just don't.
I found my alter ego coming out of my shell, because we think that our past determines us. So when I found my alter ego, when I decided to let my past not determine my future and really walk in and become a new person, which I know oftentimes we get scared to do. We get scared to become that new person because we don't know what the future holds. We don't know how it's going to be accepted. And I decided that I was going to be accepted for who I was. I was going to be as loud and live my life out loud. I was going to wear the bright colors. I was going to wear my nails. I was no longer going to be defined by what corporate America told me to do, what college told me to do, even what my mama told me to do, or church, because I'm a PK kid. I was going to be who who designed me, what God created me to be. So I'm going to be as loud and as different as I can be, and show people in this world that it's okay to be you and you can still be successful. So my alter ego is really this successful, loud, loud mouth, a girl, woman, and that's who I decided to be. Just be who I was naturally. Where people say, "Oh, you're too loud. Oh, you talk too fast. You do too much. You sit at the front, and you got this color on, and it's not really on." I wanted to stand out, and I love standing out. So that's who my alter ego is. It's a little bit of everything, but it's a little bit of who I've always wanted to be.
Awesome. So listen, see, Alicia, you got a chance to spark some good conversation here. We're talking with the authors of a book that's coming out, and I'm going to actually I need to let you, Dr. Nepatina, tell a little bit about the book, and then at some point talk about yourself even further. But I would like for you, if you would, just say something about the book so people know what is going to be happening and what's coming up soon. I actually think I need to just go ahead. I'm going to introduce you, because people won't know what's going on if I don't take the opportunity to introduce you to the world. But Alicia, thank you so much. It's alicia.360.com. So for my podcast listeners, is https://ALICIA 360, the numbers 360.com. All right. And you can stay connected with Alicia that way. Did you want to say anything else, Alicia?
Just thank you so much. This is a whole lot of fun. I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're on and teaching us confidence, and can't wait to read your chapter. So what I'm actually going to do now is go directly to our chief author, who's compiled. Make sure you mute yourselves for me too. Make sure, let's go to you, Dr. Nepatina Serrano, and let's learn more about you. Let me see. I want to go ahead and introduce everyone to you. Today, everyone, we're talking with women who rise up and women that are literally building a legacy. And they're teaching us how to do that. So we're going to learn more right now about the woman that's behind this vision, behind this entire project. And we're honored to have you on today, Dr. Nepatina, because we know that you've been in a situation where you've had surgery, and we're honored that you would even be able to grace us with your presence today. So we do not take that for granted. And we're so grateful to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. It is a pleasure and a joy to be here, especially amongst such great, amazing, awesome women who I feel each and every one of them have their audacious confidence that God has given them. And I'm truly just grateful. I'm grateful that God chose me to be the visionary of this project. It is Rise Up, Women Who Lead, Building Legacy. And most certainly these women that are here with us are just a few of the 33 women that are part of this amazing project. And with 33 women, honey, we got a lot going on. But I thank you to each and every one of you, to those who are watching via live or StreamYard. Thank you for joining us today. Forgive me if I seem a little bit off, but God is on and he'll work it through me today. This book anthology came out of a time in my life when we all were going through the pandemic in 2020, and it hit my family severely, leaving us with 13 losses in 13 months, and of friends and close relatives and family, as well as my youngest brother, who went on to be with the Lord and is watching over us so wonderfully right now. And so with that, we were in a process of determining where he was in the doctors. And so I was lying down sleeping, and I heard Rise Up. And with that, I rose up and realized I'm the only one in this room. And from that, the Lord just began to download to me. And this book was birthed out of that, understanding that we who are building our lives and living our lives, we're women. Legacy is not only about what you're leaving in this world in a tangible way. It is about who you are. It is about how you are showing up, Who are you impacting? Right? And so legacy is about so much more. So Women Who Lead Building Legacy is about these amazing, influential women that are from around the globe. We are represented in over 7 countries in this book, inclusive of Brazil, Nigeria, Guyana, we are Trinidad, yes, Puerto Rico, come on, and more. And so I am just the visionary. I am the one whom God spoke, but you women are the one that yielded a yes. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. Well, I didn't give the formal introduction to this queen here, so I want to make sure that I take a moment to do that. Dr. Serrano is a relationship expert, counselor, inspirational speaker. She is the #1 best-selling author, a publisher, certified life coach, and mentor. She is making a difference in the lives of couples and women around the world. She's the co-founder of Covenant Marriages Incorporated, Covenant Rescue 911, a 24-hour hotline for couples and families in crisis, and Covenant Marriages Institute. Her social media contact is marriageCEOs360.com. I am so grateful to have you here with us today. When you come up with the vision of being able to pull together 33 people to share their stories, how does that even come to your brain? I don't even know how does that even happen? I have ideas, but I'm like, okay, I got to get one person involved, and that's a lot of work. When you get 33, is even way more. Tell us about that.
You know, it was nobody but God, because let me just say this. When he gave me the project and I understood the direction the Lord wanted me to go in this anthology and what he gave me, within 3 days, we were filled. We have a waiting list for our part 2, right? We're still trying to get this thing done. And I do things in a spirit of excellence, especially when I'm doing it as unto the Lord. And so I thought 31 days. Listen, I was all wrong. You know, there's been a lot of women, and there's a lot out of this pandemic that was birthed out. And so our editors and our publishers, they're all, you know, in a place of doing amazing because of this pandemic, and books and people birthing out and writing their vision and making it plain and all those wonderful things. So we will be coming forth now. Summer of 2021, this year, we will be coming. We have finally picked and selected our cover. That will be going forth this week, and for all the world to see. We are super excited. The project is moving forward, and these women are from women that are, you know, financial literacy. We have health and wellness advocates. We have ambassadors that travel the world. We have musicians, gospel artists. Come on. We have emotional healing, you know, women that are just amazing. So all I can say is, in 3 days, we were filled to capacity with people on a waiting list. So to that, I just say, to God be all the glory. I have to give him the praise, because it is to him who deserves it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're so honored that you selected us. I'm actually a part of this project as well. So we're so honored that you selected us to be a part of this project with you. And you can stay connected with Dr. Nepatina Serrano at Marriage CEOs. Make sure you put the S, Marriage CEOs 360.com. Okay. And we're going to learn more about her, because she'll be coming on with other amazing authors that all have different stories to tell throughout this project. So hopefully you'll be gracing us with your presence on each of those interviews. I welcome you.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So let's take a quick commercial break. And I want to take a moment to just acknowledge one of our episode sponsors today. Our episode is sponsored by Lamb Funeral Home. And I'll take a moment to go there and introduce them to you formally. Now, Lamb Funeral Home, they take pride in sharing that they are interested in serving your family, because it's very important to them to take care of your family during your time of need. and the time that you need to be comforted. We all know that over 500,000 people need services for funeral homes. Unfortunately, no one was expecting this to happen during this pandemic. We didn't know what to expect when coronavirus happened. But Lamb Funeral Home says that our family serving your family, that's their logo, and that's their motto, as our family serving yours. Their phone number is 704-782-3011. Now, they're in the Concord, North Carolina area. They are a funeral home with a truly caring atmosphere, pressure-free. If you have military and you're a first responder, you do receive discounts, and they're nationally certified in all 50 states. Again, their phone number is 704-782-3011. They have over 28 years of funeral home experience, and they offer services that pertain to pre-planning for your funeral expenses, any immediate needs that you may have, and then you can learn more about what to expect when you're working with Lamb Funeral Home. So allow them to have their family serve yours, and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. All right, everybody. So again, we're talking with women that rise up, women who are leading, building a legacy. And we have 6 of the authors right here today on the Kim Jacobs Show. So thank you all, ladies, for being here today. All right, so what we're going to do is, if you have questions, comments, or anything that you would like to chime in with throughout today, please go ahead and type them in. I see them coming in, so let me take a moment and address some of them. Good morning, Alicia and the ladies from Corey. Let's see. Please pray for me. And this is Elias. Elias said, please pray for me. Add me to the prayer is what Elias said. Elias, I'm a big believer that it's one thing for people to say they're going to pray for you. It's another thing for them to do it right then. So whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, I pray in Jesus' name. You can pray in whomever's name you do, and it's okay. But I am, in the name of Jesus, I'm asking God to just intervene right now with whatever the situation is that you're dealing with. I'm asking the Lord to just put a loving hedge of protection around you and to comfort you and strengthen you. And if it's anything that's dealing in your body, that it be healed in the name of Jesus by his stripes. And we ask these things so that you can claim it right now, like we all are, because 2 or more of us are gathered together in his name, and we're asking it in your name, Lord. Amen. All right. So there's a prayer for you, and thank you for tuning in today to the Kim Jacobs Show. Let's see. I see several comments coming in, so I want to make sure I don't miss anybody, but I will go back, and I see you, Mother Patricia Lofton. Mother Patricia Lofton is over the North Carolina 2nd Jurisdiction Women of Church of God in Christ. She said, good morning, ladies. God bless you, and thank you for sharing your stories. All right. So we'll keep all of the comments as you put them in. We'll do our very best to get to all of them today. Let's go over to our next wonderful author who's going to grace us with her presence. I'm going to put you front and center and tell everyone about you. Let's see here. Oh, Manessa, how are you? Okay, let me, before you answer, let me do your bio here. Oh, Manessa Akama Lafe. Oh, Manessa means my own is unique. See, even, believe it or not, even her screen has a glow about her right now. And that is unique because she's unique, right? So my own is unique. My own is different. In the Delta dialect of Ughelli, Nigeria, Omanessa was named by her father. And what I'm gonna do is I will bring Omanessa back in shortly, and we are going to go to Anasha. Okay, is that okay if we just make a little brief change in the program, even though you keep being front and center, Dr. Nepatina? You're like, hey, take me off that screen. I'm the one that's not feeling it. All right, Anasha Broadshot is the credit specialist. Okay. In the Moment Financial Services. I love that name too. In the Moment Financial Services. And that's what she's the co-founder of. She's a Black woman-owned business. She is passionately committed to educating minority communities on financial literacy and entrepreneurism. Welcome, Anasha. How are you?
Hello, hello. I am good. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here and just, share in this moment with some sisterhood. Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you here today. And tell us a little bit about what we can expect in your chapter in the book, Rise Up, Women Leading, Building a Legacy.
Absolutely. I want to give it back. First of all, thank you, Dr. Serrano, as well. Thank you, all you ladies, because you guys are inspiration. We're here to inspire each other, empower women, empower other people. And that's just one of those things where I really believe that iron can sharpen iron and that your net worth, it equals your network, in and of itself. So I'm just so honored to keep building with you ladies and continuously building a legacy with meeting you guys and reading your stories and everything like this. So I'm super, super excited. A part of what my chapter really is talking about is my story, how my story can impact, because I know so many people out there that I talk to and tell my story to, and just to be an inspiration. That's what my desire is, to be an inspiration, to make somebody get up and actually put action behind their dreams, their goals, their aspirations. Because a lot of times we get stuck. We have these good dreams, we have these ideas, we have, the know-how to do it, but we feel like it's just little old me. What is little old me going to do? And sometimes we have to realize how big, how awesome, and how amazing we truly are. And so a part of my story, I tell how I went from Section 8 to owning commercial real estate, to being a business owner, to having an event space, to helping other people start their businesses, to just being this person and living my life out loud, to exposing myself, my vulnerability, and it being okay. Because a lot of times we're here like, I don't want to talk about how I was on welfare. I don't want to talk about how I was on Section 8 because people are looking to me. But the Bible tells us we overcome by one another's testimony. So how can we overcome if I can't hear how you went through, how you had a story that was similar to mine? And now I can see myself through and getting it where it's supposed to be. So I'm just excited about how many lives are going to be impacted because of us telling our stories. A little thing, just a little snippet of the chapter that I talk about is how God already ordained you to be where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be. And we act like we're not prepared for certain situations. We act like we have to know so much information. I'm going to share with y'all how I am the credit expert now, and I can help a lot. I've been helping a lot of people in in a short period of time, and helping people, realtors, grow their business and helping them get more people into homes and so forth. But just not a few years ago, I was the person with bad credit. I was the person on Section 8. I was the person that said, I'm going to be a good employee and stay working for somebody else. And I knew they were never going to pay me enough, no matter how hard I worked, to be their neighbor. But I stand here able to say I've been in my home during the pandemic. I purchased my first home, a six-figure home, and I only had to put $700 down. And I want to do that for more people, and I've been able to do that for so many more people. And it's from the credit standpoint. And then a few months later, to open a commercial real estate, the event space, the things that I can, have passive income from. And so that is a little bit of my story, and I share how I did it, but I also share how credit is not the cookie cutter of it, and how I can make sure that although we are not the same, we're not going through the same situation, how we can learn from one another and grow, because we can create that Black Wall Street again. We can create that network of women, right? Where there's a ceiling that's there for us, and we can just shatter it together, right? We can do our Wonder Woman, we can do it all. And have you ever seen the Avengers, right? All the superheroes come together, and that's what I feel like this book is us superheroes coming together to end some things, some generational curses, break some things, some paradigms, and that's our job as the superheroes of this book today. So thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, listen, everyone. Make sure that you know that you can stay connected with Anasha Broadshot. You can book a free credit consultation and tell them where they can go right here in the moment.
Yep, in the moment, 101.com. Yep, just in the moment, 101.com. It'll take you right there. You can book. We have a lot of different services there. They're free consultations. So don't be scared of the information. Knowledge is power. Or you can call me or text me directly at 610-222-6150, or just take a screenshot of my name, Anasha Bradshaw, all over social media, and I'll respond to you.
I love it. I love it. I'm so excited that people will, I'm sure, be reaching out to you. And let everyone, when you do reach out to Anasha, please let her know that the Kim Jacobs Show is where you heard about her. And listen, what's one credit tip that you can share? I know you're going to say some great stuff for the chapter, but what's something you can share today right here on the Kim Jacobs Show?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for allowing me to just give a nugget, a piece of a jewel, right? Some good information. So one thing I tell people, being a credit expert, most people come to me thinking, oh, it's my credit score. I can care less about your credit score, okay? Because it's your credit profile. Most people, you go on Credit Karma, you go on Experian, you go to all these different places, and you just stop at the credit score. I know people for a fact that have 750, 770s and still get denied. I don't want you getting denied anymore. So you have to learn how to check your credit profile. And when your credit profile is right, all your credit scores will go up and you'll no longer be denied. So that's the key to a successful credit score, is to make sure you have a great credit profile overall.
Wow. Okay. There you have it. Making sure that you have a great credit profile. If you have any other questions for Anasha, make sure that you type them in the comment section, and we will see if we can get those questions answered right here on today's broadcast. Super excited to have you on again. All you have to do is give her a call at 610-222-6150. Again, 610-222-6150 to book your consultation, or you can go to www.inthemoment101.com. inthemoment101.com. All right. So I am excited that you came on and can't wait to read your chapter as well. We're going back to our beautiful ray of light here, who is here with us today, and I'm going to be introducing her to you. But you know what? Let me do this right before we do a formal introduction. We're going to come back to you, Omanessa, and it's going to be right after this commercial break, everyone. Let's learn more about one of our episode sponsors, Snow Legal, right now.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or ride share, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone, we are back. And before I say the formal introduction to my guest, Omanessa, let me let you know that our episode sponsor, which is Kenneth D. Snow, attorney Kenneth D. Snow, he's located in the Charlotte and surrounding areas, as well as in the South Carolina area. When you do reach out to them, let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you their way. And he deals with all types of accidents and all types of workers' compensation cases. And they are willing to do a free consultation for you if you do let them know that you were sent there by the Kim Jacobs Show, which is unbelievable. Not many people do free consultations. Okay. So make sure that you reach out to them at snowlegal.com, or you can also call them at 704-358-0026. You can also email them at info@snowlegal.com. All right. It's my distinct pleasure and honor to be able to introduce our next guest and one of our we're going to call you the shine, the beautiful light, the ray of light. I don't know. I don't know what's your real nickname within the tribe that Dr. Nepatina has. I'm just one of the tribe members myself, but I'm sure she's going to have some nicknames for all of us. But anyway, Omanessa Akomalafe Omanessa means my own is unique. My own is different. In the Delta dialect of Ughelli, Nigeria, Omanessa was named by her father, while her mother named her Chinwe, God's own. And that is in Nigeria, the Mabana, Nigeria dialect. Omanessa has definitely lived a unique and different life. She's a preacher, ordained pastor, ordained prison chaplain, music minister, passionate writer, a certified life coach, a certified confidence coach, an emotional healing practitioner, emotional nudist, and a certified nursing assistant. She is the host of TV shows Emotions and The Ring. Her radio show, The Ring, broadcasts online and on local stations. Her podcast, The Ring, is a self-help platform for those who seek emotional healing. She is also Nollywood, a Nollywood actress, charting her way into the global scene of Hollywood, as she is a student of Tasha Smith's acting school, headquartered in California in the United States of America. Welcome, Omanessa, Pastor Omanessa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tell us about your chapter in the book and many of the other hats that you're wearing here in society.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I pretty much wrote about the process of getting to a legacy, because it's not enough to just have a talent or have a gift or leave something behind, but the process in getting there is what would create a better legacy, if you may. And so I wrote about the processes that I've been through, from a failed IVF of triplets to losing twins. I wrote about losing my mother. And when my mother died, something in me broke. And what broke was I realized that one day I will die. And so realizing that completely made me change my company. It made me change everything. And it made me ask myself if I was really, really leaving an impact. And so I started to love people more, and I started to really pay attention to the process that God was taking me through using grief. My father, being a Pentecostal bishop, had 5 strokes, and I am an only child. And I traveled with him to India for treatment. And for the very first time, I'm watching my father crying like a child, and using the same prayers that he prayed for people and praying for himself. And I had never seen my father like that. And so grief really, really humbled me. And so my whole chapter is about how being broken created something very beautiful on the inside of me, and it made me take charge of what my legacy would be. Working in a hospital and in a nursing home has made me realize that our time is very short. And so when a patient dies, we say the patient expired. We don't say the patient died. Right. And so hearing that word expired means that we were born with a expiration date that we can't see. And now when we can see milk expiring and bread expiring, we eat it and we drink it all, even if we don't feel like it. But this is even kind of worse and detrimental, because we don't even know the day or the time. And so it's very, very important that we live our lives to the fullest. And so I wrote about how just being in a hospital and putting bodies in body bags, which is what I do at least one day a week, and how that has humbled me. I also wrote about my mother and I, we didn't have a wonderful relationship. So when she was dying from cancer and I was her caregiver, God gave me another mother. So I was losing my mom, who I didn't get along with, to this new mother who was patient and who was kind and who was humbled by the cancer. And so I saw a very, very different perspective. And so when she died, a lot of people wondered why I grieved so hard. I grieved so hard because I was grieving for what would never be. I was grieving for a relationship that would never be. And just knowing that would never be made me take my relationships more seriously. But it also made me realize that all the fighting that we did for 30-something years was fickle and very, very stupid. And there is so much work to be done. And so taking care of her helped me and birthed a ministry in me to open an agency for bereavement. And then I did a master's in death. So I have a master's in death. And I just went all the way into hospice. And then I opened my university, Emotional Healing University. We have about 300 students now. And just passing through that journey of grief really, really opened a lot of chapters for me in my life. I also ended up with very chronic pain in my lower back. I have a rod in my spinal cord from scoliosis. But when my mother was dying and just dealing with family members and all of that, I developed so much bitterness and anger with my family and also in my marriage. And it gave me almost a permanent pain in my lower back. I went to the doctor and they told me that it was psychosomatic and that I was bitter. And until I take care of my bitterness, the pain will remain there. So it didn't matter how much acupuncture I did or stretching I did. And so I was forced to heal from the inside, and I was forced to heal like a human being and not as a glorified pastor. I was forced to heal authentically and not the masking of ministry, which is a totally different process altogether. So it was grief that brought me to where I am. And so everything that I do now is from the standpoint of I could die tomorrow. I don't waste my energy and my time with arguments at work with people. I don't waste my time with arguments with my husband, which I used to do. I don't waste my time with anything. I have lost 6 babies in my life. I have almost lost my mind. And so me still being here and having a rod in my spinal cord, a rod that makes noise every time I walk through a metal detector, it's a reminder that my time is borrowed. And so I wrote about the process of life and how we need to be cognizant and how we need to be present and how God speaks to us with everything. Even the trees are speaking. And I also wrote about maximizing your talents and maximizing your gifts, because with everything that you lose, it would birth something. It would birth a new gift on the inside of you. So I wrote about how more talents, my TV show and my podcast and all of that was birthed. And I also wrote about the fact that you have all these bunch of talents doesn't mean that you're going to use all of them, because I am a marketer, I am a noisemaker, and I told a joke there. I told a joke in my writing about how I love to sell everything. And one day I just walked across this product called vagina tighteners. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, whoa, okay, vagina tighteners. And I could already see flyers. And I mean, like, I was thinking about my target audience and how I'm going to go to sex workers and how I'm going to go to hospitals. And the Holy Spirit was like, Anasha, you cannot preach on Sunday morning and on Monday you are selling vagina tighteners. You know, so I learned,
help her, Father.
How to, like, the fact that you have all of these gifts, the gift has to be impactful. You could call somebody else to do the rest of it, but the gift has to be impactful.
This is beautiful. Okay, this is funny, and this is probably a good place for us to all chime in. How many of us all know that we do wear so many different hats and have so many gifts and talents? And I'm determined not to leave any stone unturned. So I'm very much like you, Anasha. But I'm like, you know what? If this is a gift, this is a talent, I'm going to maximize it. I'm going to maximize the moment. But then there's some, it's like, I don't even want to be known for, right? So I know how to do weave. I know how to do acrylic nails. I know how to do all kinds of stuff. I deal with freight broker stuff. You don't understand. I wear a lot of hats because I am not going to leave this earth not leaving a stone unturned. So I know I do flipping houses. I do some real estate stuff. You cannot imagine the stuff that I do that people don't know not of, you know, but I agree with you. Not every single gift and talent, especially some of them that may be against some of my moral issues or my moral compass stuff going on. I'll be like, Kim, you know, you cannot, don't look back at that one. Don't do it again. Look at me, be like, keep it going. So I agree with you. Everything that you've shared has just been incredible. Anybody else want to chime in on what Anasha said?
I just want to say, you know, all of you are so talented, and I know we have a few more to get to. And but I want to say about Anasha, this young lady, for her age, and I don't normally go to age, but I want you to know that she is a gift beyond giving. This woman does more. Listen, she has learned how to not stand alone and building her team. the success of each one of us, it takes a team. Just like it takes a village to raise a family and a child, we are people that do need each other. We need one another in this world. And Omanessa has very much cornered how to build a successful team to assist her in achieving all the things that she achieves. So yes, I'm in here as a testimony. She is achieving each and every one of those hats that she just spoke of, and then some. She is an amazing singer. She is an amazing author. You just haven't even heard the half of what this young lady do. I don't even understand it. I wanted to just put a plug there because I feel it's deserved. It's deserved. This young lady does a lot, but she's learned how to do it with a team.
I love it. Okay, you know what? I'm so excited about being a part of this community and this tribe because I'm excited that we all celebrate. We're celebrating each other, and I'm big on celebrating sisters. And well, it doesn't matter what your nationality is. When I say sister, I'm talking just sisterhood. I'm so excited about celebrating each of you all, and I'm so honored that you've chosen these women that's a part of this book. Tell the book title one more time, Dr. Nepatina Serrano.
Rise Up, Women Who Lead, Building Legacy.
Woo-hoo! Okay, everybody. So how can people stay connected with you, Omanessa?
Well, you can go on Linktree and /Omanessa. I am on Instagram, Omanessa_pearls. I'm also on Facebook with my full name. I'm on Clubhouse as Lady Omanessa. So that's how to reach me. And on YouTube is the full name as well.
And say it one more time, because Shannon, when you're talking about a team, Shannon's like, I only have one job backstage and I'm trying to type all of that. So she's backstage typing what you're saying. So say it one more time.
Oh, okay. So on Instagram, I am Omanessa_pearls. That's PEARLS. Okay. And on YouTube, it's my full name. On Facebook, it's my full name. And Linktree, /Omanessa. My albums are on YouTube. My podcasts are on Spotify, on Podbean, on Anchor. My books are on Amazon as well.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. We're going to make sure we put that up at once you're not on the screen. Anasha, if you could put your information in the private chat so we don't misspell anything, and we'll pop that up so everyone gets a chance to be able to stay connected with you. But on IG, it's Omanessa_pearls, and her full name, which is Omanessa Akamalafe, which we'll spell everything correctly because she'll put it up there for us, and we'll pop that up before the end of today's broadcast. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that you and your beautiful ray of light over there stayed and was able to make this work to be a part of today's broadcast. So thank you. I see comments coming in before I go to our next guest, which is going to be Uchenna Lewis, Pastor Uchenna Lewis. We're going to come to you, but let's see some of these studio audience comments that's coming in. A real team, Sandra says. Let's see. A real team makes the dream work. Yes. A real team makes the dream work. D.I. Carter says, congratulations. Amazing. So proud of you. And then Sandra said, something was funny and just she was enjoying it. Dr. Richard Serrano is on supporting his lovely wife. I have to take a moment real briefly and just say a special shout out to this gentleman. He went into her account, he went into her phone, and he was texting and saying, you know, my wife just had surgery and I don't want the ball to drop, so I'm going to be texting you while she's recovering. I was like, oh, that's a lay in the back of the chair moment. I was like, I love it. Shout out to you being a great husband, Mr. Dr. Richard Serrano. Thank you so much. But he says that, wow, what an amazing story. God is able no matter what, All right, let's see. Any other comments? Lots of comments have been coming in. Somebody said they love your energy, Anasha. I know I saw that comment too. Excited for you, Queens, is what Clarissa. Well, oh, now Clarissa's a part of, I started a Mother Dreamer movement. So just so you, that's another hat I wear, but I started a Mother Dreamer movement, and it's women that are mothers and they have goals and dreams that maybe sitting on the back shelf that need to be dusted off. And so if you all haven't liked the Mother Dreamer movement Facebook page, make sure you take a moment to do that, and we can invite you to our private chat. But she said she's an author, she's a graphic design artist, and a woman of many hats. And she said that she helps people publish as well. Excited for you, Queens. Glad to have you, Clarissa. All right, let's see. Wow, wonderful, Hillary Gooden said as well. And I'm so glad to have you on. She's been one of our previous guests, and she's amazing, has a phenomenal story. All right, so let's keep everything moving. We have another dynamic woman that we're going to introduce to you right after this commercial break. We're going to be learning more right now about SilverShield Security. And SilverShield Security, if you have not utilized them, they have state-of-the-art equipment, great customer service. I personally use them, and they are one of our episode sponsors. So let's learn more about them now.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. SilverShield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. SilverShield Security.
All right, everyone, and we are back. Let me make sure I tell you how you can reach out to SilverShield again. That is silvershield-security.com, and make sure that you call them at 704-440-4688. Let them know that Kim Jacobs sent you their way from the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, so we are going to be going right on to our next wonderful author here in this going to be life-changing book. All right, it's Uchenna. Am I saying it correctly, right?
You are right.
All right, Pastor Uchenna Lewis, financial literacy professional, branding strategist, and image consultant. She's a leader, international speaker, minister of the gospel, coach, and entrepreneur. Welcome, Pastor Uchenna Lewis.
Thank you so much, Kim. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, I had a couple of fall out the chair moments, just sitting back here, listening to my sisters. What an honor to be with this amazing, incredible, phenomenal group of women. And I just want to, again, like everyone has expressed, truly thank God for Dr. Nepatina. I know you said you were just, you used the word just, and I said there's just nothing just about being the one who brings us. There is no just to it. When you can bring 33 women together, listen, if you can bring 3 women together, you've done amazing. But bring 33, let me just say, you have excelled amongst many, right? And so I just want to appreciate and thank God for you, even with all the challenges that you've been going through in the last couple of weeks, just being able to even see you on here. What an honor. And for each and every one of my sisters, listen, I have no words. Just being a part of this team, incredible. Dr. Nepatina, again, just to acknowledge the beauty of what you've been able to do. Pastor Anasha that just went forth. We happen to be from the same state in Nigeria. And I'd never met her, never heard of her. Wow. Here I am sitting going, oh my God, that's my sister. I'm from Delta State as well. I'm from Ibodo, she's from Ugele, but that's the blessing and the power. 3 words the Lord gave to me in 2018, which I'm seeing more and more come to pass. These 3 words were to commit, to collaborate, and to celebrate. And he said to me, when you're able to do these 3 things, you're going to see yourself rise to a level that your eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. And this is what this project is really doing, is to just show women who have committed to the process, women who have been able to understand the power of collaboration, know that 1 can put 1,000 to flight, but 2 can put 10,000 to flight. It is not math, it is divine, it is kingdom. And then being able to celebrate one another in the process, celebrate our wins, not just the end or the destination, but every step of the way, being able to celebrate the grace that God has given us to just build, because you can't leave a legacy that you haven't built. So just the grace, to celebrate the building process, even before we get to being able to leave what we've built. So I'm honored. And Kim, you've been amazing. I'm just excited.
Wow, I'm excited and I can't wait to read your chapter. And it's going to be just financial literacy alone. What do you say to people that really don't know where to begin? Just tell us one takeaway point of how we can like take the burden off of this is where you can start with financial literacy. Just start here. Where would that be?
Start right where you are. I think I talk a lot about legacy, and it's interesting that Dr. Nepatina, when I saw this, and I said to her, I get a lot of these requests to be part of projects. A lot of them I've turned down because I'm very keen to listen to what the Lord is saying. And every door that's open is not a door for you to walk through. But when she reached out and I first even saw the title, it's right in line with the commission I have. Yes, I'm a pastor. I'm a bivocational pastor. And as a pastor, one of the things I say all the time that we have to deal with is seeing people leave this earth and realizing that they never had a plan, realizing that they never put anything in place. And not because we don't know one day we're going to die, but we just refuse to live with that reality. I just like the idea of being able to get you uncomfortable enough to live with that reality. I live by the mantra that I am created for impact. I'm fueled by purpose, and I disrupt the status quo. And a lot of times, part of the status quo is we don't like to talk about those things that are uncomfortable. I challenge you to talk about it. I challenge you. Listen, if you are someone who has parents still living, ask them, Mom, Dad, when you leave, what's in place? I challenge you to have those discussions that nobody else is having, because the truth is, it is something that will happen. My sister Anasha said that. You know, we live like we're not going to die. I tell people, yes, I'm a pastor and I have a call to prepare you for life after. But listen, part of my commission was this. It is just not enough to prepare you for heaven while you go to heaven and leave hell behind for the people you love. So I'm saying to you, yes, get ready for heaven. To God be praised. That's what I want. I'm calling you to give your life to the Lord. But you are not going until you've made sure those you are leaving behind, you are not leaving hell for them behind. So one of the keys that I'm saying, and if I had to leave a strategy, I talk about reverse engineering generational wealth. You know, where this is one thing I learned when I went into financial literacy, as I really went into the financial aspect of living, is the fact that when a Jew dies, 7 people are automatically left wealthy. I found out that generational wealth and legacy in that aspect is not something that just happens. It's very intentional. And I'm calling our community to being intentional about leaving a legacy. Being intentional. It starts there. A lot of times people say to me, well, yeah, you can leave a legacy. It's not just about the stuff. True. But the Bible says this in Romans chapter 12. Go and read it. It says this, 22. Read that entire chapter. It says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Someone might say to me, well, that inheritance might be faith. It might be, but that's not what that chapter is talking about. Because right as you read further, it says this, and the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. It didn't say the faith of the wicked. It says the wealth of the wicked is now laid up for the righteous. So what are we saying here? I asked God, I said, so I know a lot of good people, or people I thought who were good people who died, but they left nothing behind. So what about them? He says, you may have been nice. That doesn't mean good. What is good in God's eye? Good in God's eye means that you are providing for your family. A man who's not able to provide for his family, the word of God says, is worse than an infidel. I can't make this up. This is not the word according to me. Again, I want to cause you to be uncomfortable. And so I want you to have those uncomfortable situations. If you were to pass, are you going to leave your family with a bag? Are you going to have them talking about what a powerful, amazing, anointed, awesome man and woman you were, but at the same time have to do a GoFundMe to get you buried? You are a child of royalty. There is no reason why we have to beg to put you away. Can you afford right now to make up your mind that you are not going to be the one that you're begging to put in the ground? We're not going to have to borrow money from our community to put you in the ground. But can we even go above and beyond that and reverse engineer generational wealth? I say to people, make sure you're living and you're dying and not in vain. Some people go, my living won't be in vain because I'll serve the Lord. Praise God. But can I ask you, is your dying going to be in vain? Right? I have made up in my mind, and this is what I'm challenging and calling others to do, that when you pass, your family, not just your children, but your children's children will be in a better place because you chose to be obedient to the word of God. You are going to leave them an inheritance of faith and financial freedom. Where can you start today? Start by reverse engineering generational wealth. If you were to die today, if you went to sleep tonight and God decided that, you know what, your work here is done, what's going to happen tomorrow? One of the ways I found that you can make a difference, put your money, invest in a life insurance plan. Get together with an advisor, get together, contact me, reach out. You never know what you're able to get. But this is a portfolio I've found as a financial professional that you can put something in today, maybe $100 only. And yet tomorrow, if something were to happen, your family has hundreds of thousands, maybe even $1 million.
Wow.
The stock market can't do that for you, right?
Yeah.
So diversify, but reverse engineer generational wealth. Make sure there is a tax-free benefit left for your family today.
Wow. How can people stay connected with you, Pastor Uchenna? Please
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
us.
Linktree. You can find me most of what I do is on Linktree. So linktr.ee/U Lewis. Reach me on there. You can schedule a personal financial strategy session for free. And that's a blessing. A lot of times with my agency, we run this amazing contest that just even scheduling that alone and going through the process of learning through the personal financial strategy session, you might be able to go away for a 4-day, 3-night weekend. We ran all of that through Mother's Day and a few weeks after. So I think we're going to be coming up with that soon. Email uchennalewisfinancial@gmail.com. Also, my phone number, you can text 443-898-4570. Connect with me on all different platforms. IG is Queen Chenna. On Facebook, Uchenna Lewis, or if you even type facebook.com/Queen Chenna, you'll find me as well on there. But I'm excited to connect with you. I'm excited to just be part of your journey and however that looks like. Again, I'm so appreciative for this opportunity, and I thank all of you for this partnership.
That's incredible. Thank you. Such wonderful words of wisdom from all of our women that are on today. Listen, everyone, we only have one more young lady that we're going to be sharing with you. So everybody stay in your seats. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you all mute your mics too for me, but don't go anywhere. Make sure you connect with Pastor Uchenna Lewis as she's put her contact information here for you. We've also put all of Anasha's information in there in the comment section as well for you all to stay connected with her. We're going to take this last commercial break and we're going to come back to hear from Sophia L. Gonzalez, and you definitely don't want to miss her. So I'm going to tell you right now, stay in your seat. We're closing out shortly, but you don't want to miss my final author that's on with Rise Up Women Leading, Building a Legacy. So everybody sit tight and let's learn more about Hunter Everidge Law Firm right now.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter & Everidge, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone, and we are back. So I will be able to put in the comment section how you can specifically stay connected with Hunter Everidge Law Firm if you're dealing with disability, or if someone's passed away and it's no fault of their own. Make sure that you reach out to them. They are in the Charlotte and the Richmond, Virginia area. Their phone number is 704-377-9157, and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way, and they will help you with disability, personal injury, or wrongful death as well. So there you have it. Let's learn more about our very special final author, who is Sophia L. Gonzalez, and she is a host a speaker, podcast host, brand personality, brand and business strategist. She is the founder of Passionista LLC and the Purpose Passion Profit Summit. She helps established CEOs elevate their passion and make profit, that's key, through personal branding and marketing implementation. Through co-ownership of her growth agency called Affluence Media Agency. Welcome, Sophia L. Gonzalez.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. I am so honored to be on your show, and I'm just so honored to be with these lovely ladies. I mean, you guys are just so powerful, and I'm just so honored to be in collaboration with you and making this book happen. And thank you so much, Dr. Serrano. You are just so amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Awesome. So tell us about your chapter briefly, and also let us know, when you say from a branding perspective, how important is branding from your opinion?
Of course, of course. So the title of my chapter is called Depression Masked as Happiness. My chapter is all about my process, that how I was able to unmask myself and really show up in my true identity and standing firm in Christ. And so I feel that this was a great opportunity for me to share my story with the women who lead, women who lead and leaving a legacy, because really when you think about legacy, it's about standing true into your identity in Him and making impact with your gifts and talents and your purpose. And so in this book, I talk about the different struggles along the way in terms of my identity. I really didn't know who I was, where I fit in, especially growing up in Miami. There's so many beautiful cultures. There's so many different people that you can embrace, cultures, food. And when I was younger, my parents actually uprooted me from Miami and going into the suburbs of Ohio, where it was practically no one looked like me. And I was the first Black Afro-Latina in the community. And my dad worked in in the lower income community. And so dealing with economic differences and identity, as well as really trying to understand who I was in terms of my worth as well. When I was younger, I actually went through some sexual abuses, and all throughout, well, not all throughout my life, but throughout my stages through college, different sexual abuses, and how I was able to gain my worth and understand who I am and understand what God has says about me and how I can show up to the world. And so that's why I'm so passionate about branding. Branding is so important because you get to define who you are. You get to define how you want to show up. And so in this book, in this chapter, I go through this process of sharing like how I had to surrender what labels have been placed onto me, what people said to me, the people said about me, the lies that kept on playing in my head, the movie that keeps the tape that keep on playing in my head, and how I had to break free from that and really ask myself, who am I? How do I want to show up in this world? And how does God see me and stand in that truth? And so, but with branding, it's so important that you get to claim who you are and how you want to show up. And so I help people through that process of establishing who they are. How do they want to show up into the world so you can attract your ideal client, so that you can bring more leads into your business and you can profit?
Wow. Well, I personally think that you're showing up in a beautiful, bright, stunning way. And I saved you for last because I actually saw just this great ray of light just coming through your pores. And so I was like, I think this would be a great note to end on. Even though I felt a great connection with everyone, I was like, it's just something. I didn't even realize that you were the branding person when I was saving you for last. It was just something about the aura that you bring to the world and to the atmosphere. It kind of matches what you are gifted at doing. So I'm so excited. And so when people are trying to establish their brand, we're going to end here soon, everybody. So let's all end together. But when people are establishing their brand, Sophia L. Gonzalez, because you made that clear, it needs to have the Sophia L. Do not just say Sophia Gonzalez. You say Sophia L. Gonzalez. So you're training people how to share who you are to the world. I love that.
Mhm.
What do you recommend for people as just a nugget that we can all take away as we're trying to brand ourselves?
A good nugget is claim who you are, not try to be like someone else. It's so easy with social media. There's so many coaches out there. There's so many thought leaders, expert speakers, and you kind of just get lost in the sauce of like, what is my message? What is my story? Or maybe I should copy their colors or copy everyone else. But really, like, your secret sauce is you. What makes you different? What you really just embrace who you are, all of you. And let's get clear on how you want to show up and get your messaging down. Let's get your colors down, and let's attract those ideal clients. So it's really just claiming who you are.
I love it. You heard it right here on the Kim Jacobs Show from Sophia L. Gonzalez. Claim who you are. Don't worry about trying to be anybody else. Tell people how they can stay connected with you, Sophia.
Of course, you can follow me on Instagram at Elevate Your Passion. You can find me on Facebook at Sophia L. Gonzalez. And you can go to my website at www.affluencemediaagency.com, or you can go to my personal website at sophialgonzalez.com.
I love it. Listen, everyone that came on today, you all have provided such tremendous, insightful information. I know people are eager to read this book as soon as it comes out. I did want to make sure you know that we put in the comments section how you can also go to the WhatsApp to stay connected with Anasha, and her WhatsApp information is here. And let me put my glasses on. See, this is right here about the Brandon, Sophia L. Ain't no need to play around and act like I can see that without these glasses. Okay. 1-917-349-7226, and that will connect you with WhatsApp, also with Anasha as well. Listen, I am so honored that each of you ladies came on, and as we prepare to close out, I saw lots of additional comments. One comment Dr. Richards said is that, let me go back. I don't know how to get back to the comment that quick, but he said that you're just a wonderful wife. And he said, wow, she's an amazing wife. I do know that's the comment. I just can't figure out how to quickly get back over there to it with all the, let's see. Okay, I see. Okay, here we go. I see Phil, Music by Phil. He's a blind musician, said, wow, I didn't see that coming. Laugh out loud. He's a blind musician that just released a new book, a new single called Minister to Me. If you didn't get a copy of it, make sure you do. He was on our show, went blind 14 years ago. So he said, you go, my sister. God bless you. Your husband, Dr. Richard Serrano, says, my wife is an amazing woman of God and such a leader in her own right. I love you, honey, and get some rest. He's just trying to get some brownie points. You know that, right? You know that. He like, as soon as you feel better, baby, as soon as you feel better. Remember, I went on Facebook and said a positive comment about you. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you all for all of the studio audience members that chimed in today. I saw someone say, I wish I had known about this. I just learned about this an hour ago. But people are so excited. Guess what? If you're just learning about the broadcast, you can do a watch party and invite people to go back and watch it at a time that's convenient for you. And make sure you all subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show and turn on your notification bell to all. When we go live, you're automatically in the virtual studio audience at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I see all of your comments, and I will ask each of the panelists to go back and just take a moment to review these comments and respond to them, because there are lots of comments coming in, okay? Claim who you are, create your own sauce, Sandra says. Lots of comments, you guys. Y'all are amazing. Great show. When does the book come out? We need to hear again from you, Dr. Serrano. When does the book come out?
So as I stated earlier, we are in that production stage, but we are expecting our book to launch this summer of 2021. Look out and listen up, because we have more women who rise up that will be on this show once again later in the month. And going forward, we have some amazing TV show hosts and podcasters who said yes to supporting us. So I want you to just keep your ears and eyes open. There is more to come from these amazing women.
All right, everyone. There you have it. I think I've gone as long as I can go on a show that's only supposed to be an hour. And we just like, no. And you know why I did it? I'll be honest, y'all. Let me just go ahead and tell y'all, because I'm one of the authors as well. So I'm excited about being a part of the program. So I have the autonomy over here to go just a little bit longer. I think I'm showing a little bit of favoritism. I'm not doing it God's way, huh? It's like God did not. They didn't have respect or person. And here I am, respect or person with Dr. Nepatina Serrano and all the 33 authors. Now I'm going to go over to Showtime, messing with y'all, right? Did y'all have a quick closing comment in like 30 seconds or less? Let me pull each of you if you have a quick closing comment. Sophia, go ahead and share it if you do have one. And we're going to close out in less than a minute here. Less than 2 minutes, y'all.
I just want to say I am so grateful to be a part and being here with you guys. I mean, hearing your stories and just seeing how you have break through and overcome so many different struggles and how you're showing up now today and impacting others. And I just want to say, like, kudos to all of you beautiful ladies. And for the people that are watching, claim who you are. I can't wait to meet you. So message me. I want to know who you are. Okay.
All right. Final comment, Pastor Lewis.
Thank you again so much, Kim. Listen, if you're listening to this today, I just want to say the fact that you have breath in your lungs should be a reminder that there is a unique assignment, a purpose that only you can fulfill here on earth that you are still left to fulfill. So go ahead and do that. And don't you forget, it is your responsibility, your God-given responsibility, to leave a legacy of faith and financial freedom for your family. I appreciate and love you, and thank you again for the opportunity.
Awesome. Closing comment. Let's see, Anasha, closing comment.
I just want to thank you all. I want to thank you, ladies. And I really want to thank those readers out there, because that's who we are doing it for, as well as ourselves. And I just want to take the opportunity to invite you guys back to talk to me. I'm this real person with this real personality. And I just urge everybody to live their life out loud, be vulnerable, be okay, tell your story, but make sure that your story is going to impact somebody else. We got to open up our mouths. So get started doing whatever you're going to do. Like Pastor Shannon said as well, make sure that you are living your life on purpose and brand yourself. Claiming who you are. I'm claiming, I'm rolling all in my secret sauce. So thank you.
All right. All right. Let's get your final closing comment. Anasha.
Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity, and it's an honor to have been in the presence of you ladies. My last words would be to reconcile with family members who have really hurt you, because reputation does count in legacy.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's go. Final closing comments from Sophia. Oh, wait a minute. You have to unmute yourself.
Yes, it's me. It's
Alicia,
me.
Alicia. I said, what did I say, Sophia? I'm so stuck on your branding over there, Sophia.
I know.
Sophia L. Okay, let's go, Alicia.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this. And Dr. Serrano, thank you. You know, being completely transparent, I tried to back out of the book because my schedule got really, really crazy, and she did not allow me to back out of it. So I appreciate that, Dr. Serrano. And so just for everyone else, you know, it's really important that you love yourself, love who you are, and build that brand, because personal branding is something that you can create for yourself, back again to your confidence and everything else that you have to share with the world. Confidence is not something that you're born with, it's something that you build. And so don't just look at someone else and say, I wish I could be, you know, as confident as they are, because you can be. You just have to make the decision to be. And I love everyone. I want to connect with everyone who's in the book and on the show and collaborate. This has been really exciting to be here and to learn more about these amazing, amazing women. So thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. And then we're going to have our final closing comments, and I'm going to have her close the show out here. So before I do that, let me say this. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we have experts coming on sharing some different tips with you, as well as some things that's been happening throughout this week. So we'll see you at 11 o'clock a.m. and make sure that you subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. We're going to close the show out with Dr. Nepatina Serrano.
Well, it has been an amazing hour plus with you all. I am super graced And just with the love and a blessing of being able to be the visionary of this amazing project, Women Who Lead, Building Legacy. And yes, we do rise up from the proverbial ashes, from trials to triumph. We rise up and do what? Build legacy. So you go ahead, enjoy the rest of your day, build your legacy, know who you are, claim it, and then give thanks always to the one who created you. I love you all. Thank you, Kim Jacobs, for this wonderful opportunity to be before your audience today.
Thank you, Dr. Serrano, and thank you to all of the women who have risen up, building a legacy, and we will never forget the legacy that you all are going to leave. God bless you all, and see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.